All right. My name is Calais, and I am on Team Limitless, obviously. And I just got started promoting last week, actually. So this is my second week as a Pruvit promoter. But I was in another MLM business for about 2.5 years before I made the switch over to Pruvit. So I have a lot of experience as far as like MLM goes, and I've gone through a lot of systems for tracking and pinpointing kind of what works best for me and come up with this kind of system that's worked really well for me that I'm going to be sharing about tonight. I live in a little small farm town in Minnesota. My husband farms and I'm a registered nurse full-time. We'll be having our first son in December, our first child, which is a son in December. So I do that full-time, and then had run my health and fitness business online up until joining Pruvit last week as well. So I needed something that was like super easy. I always say like work smarter, not harder. So if I can find something that I can plug in and use to do things a lot quicker and keep track of stuff versus making more work for myself, that's what I do. So, and I also, this what I'm going to be showing you, it can be done all from an app on your phone too. I'm going to show you the computer version, but I am using my phone about 99% of the time because I do it between patients or when I get free time all from my phone. So that's another cool perk to it. You can do it from your phone. So I'm going to screen share here and we'll hop right into it. All right, can you guys see my screen? Okay. All right. So I use Google Streak is what I use. I've used pen and paper, like that's what I got started with, and doing the whole highlight, star, all that method. And then I tried Asana. I've tried some other ones that kind of worked, but I just never found something that worked super well for me. So I started using Streak, and at first it was, I thought, like seemed easy, but was confusing when you watch videos on YouTube. So it's taken me a while to get used to it and really perfect it, but if you guys can, it's super helpful. So the first thing you're gonna do, and I know I told Christina, but I'm gonna go through this kind of like super quick so I don't keep you guys too late. But I'm recording it obviously, and then I'll upload the video so you guys can go back, take notes, all that, pause. So if I seem like I'm going through it super quick, it's just to get it done, and you guys can always go back. So the first thing you're gonna do is create a Google account or Gmail account if you don't have one already. So I simply just went to Google and said, create Google Gmail account, and you'll get a screen like this. Create whatever Gmail you want. Here's where you choose your username. Remember, you'll probably be using it for your business. So like mine, I did Keto Nurse Calais just to kind of keep it kind of business orientated, or have your name is good too. So create that, and then you're gonna go to Streak, and it's just www.streak.com. You'll see a page like this, and obviously mine's already installed. So your guys will probably say something here like install Streak or something. And then you're just going to click that. It'll start installing onto your Gmail so that when you get logged in here, it will look somewhat like my account here. And you'll see your inbox first will pop up, and then your Streak is over here. And then your pipelines, they're called, are going to be off to the left-hand side here. So I'll just go back into my customer funnel. So this is called a pipeline. So this customer funnel I created is a pipeline. I also have another pipeline called Team Approvers. So this is where I put my team when they get started and work them through this pipeline. But that's what a pipeline is. And then these are what we call stages. And you can create as many stages you want. You can change colors. I haven't messed around changing colors because, again, I don't like to waste time on little stuff like that. But you can go in and change all your colors if you want to. So I'll just kind of start walking you guys through this. And everything's customizable. I literally just made all this stuff up. I'm sure you guys have been in Pruvit for longer than me, if you've been longer than a week. So I use this, the Go playbook. I know Brian had shared about it, like I believe last week when I started. And I copy and paste it. It's in a note in my phone on my iPhone, which is where I keep all my stuff too, and I have it titled at the top, and I can just literally go copy paste when I'm in conversation with people. Of course, tweak it to your own words, but this is basically what I followed, and that's how I created this system of kind of walking my customers through a funnel process. So when you guys get started, you'll just see pipelines on the side. You'll click new, and I honestly just go scroll down to blank. I click blank, shared, private, whatever you want to do. If you're going to like start having people using your Gmail account in a team, you can have it shared with your team. And then you'll click create pipeline. It's gonna start out blank like this. And then that's when you can name it whatever you want. Like I said, I named mine customer funnel. Totally generic, but that's just to get started. So you can do that, and then you're just gonna start creating your stages. So as you've seen my stage, my first one was just interested in info. And then from there, I'm going to move them, I'll make another stage. Okay, after they're interested in information, I'm going to send them the campfire video. Campfire video sent. Okay, after that, we're probably going to start, they're going to watch it, watched, discussing. Now we're conversating about what they thought about the campfire video. I'm asking them how many samples they want, and so forth. After that, gotta make sure I'm following. Oh, sample invoice. Okay, so then after that, then you would create like sample invoice sent. So after I message them, they're watching it. Are you interested in samples? Would you like a 5 or 10 day? Yes, I would. Okay, great. What's your email address? I can send an invoice to, billing address, and would you like caffeine mix or caffeine free? They tell me that. I go to Square, which is I use for my invoice, send them an invoice, and then I'll add them to this column so I know I sent them the invoice. And that's how you do it, and you just can keep, like I said, keep just clicking this plus button. It's super easy, and creating your stages. From there, you can then start adding these little columns in there where I have like the name, stage. This one I don't use, so I just delete it, remove this column. Notes and stuff like that. So I like to have date. You can click like this date. That'll give you a calendar. You can have check boxes if you want to use tags. I've never really honestly used that one. But I will add like this date one. That's going to add a calendar to it. Date added to stage, or last messaged. Because when I send the campfire video to them, obviously I just added them to that stage. Then I'll add them to the watched and discussing, but we might go back and forth a few times in that discussing section. So each time I'm messaging them on Facebook, I pop back over here and update this date here so I know when I last spoke to them. And then you'll see when I go into there, oh, here, I'll just keep adding stuff. What else? Emails. So I always have one for emails. So for that, I just do a free form, it's called, email. And like address, that's again, free form. As you can see, you can just do whatever you want, makes sense in your head. You can move these left and right. If I want to move them down. I also have a column for like Facebook URL that you can literally, not on your phones, but if you are on your computer, you can copy and paste the Facebook URL. That way, if you have trouble finding them, you can do it that way. And then to update these or add like new boxes under them. So as I'm moving people here, I just click on the stage, go over to add. That's going to create a new box for me. So Ashley Smith is interested in some information. I can put a note here. On the notes, I like to add, because I have like a Facebook business page, I have a Facebook personal page, I have Instagram, and I have my email. So I want to make sure I know what platform I'm talking to them on. So I might put like Facebook business page or something like that. Emails, and then I just added her to stage today. Okay, now she just messaged me back. She's interested. Sent her the campfire video. So to change the stage, all you have to do is click this little stage button. Oops. You can go into their name, move them down to the campfire video. And I sent her that today. And you guys can go back to your funnel and then keep moving them down. as the funnel goes on. And then I was going to show you guys, I kind of want to keep my stuff private, so I'll try to. So here's mine that I've created, and like I said, you guys can go back, but I've kind of created it based on that Go, Go, Go playbook. So interested in more info on ketones, then I send them a campfire video, discussed, sample invoice sent, and then once I get their invoice back, I put them in the paid for samples. Once I ship them, I put them here and I click the date that I shipped them so I can keep track of that. As soon as I've done that, I know I need to send them like the hacker guide, FAQ, sample video, and little resources there. And again, I have it all right here in my little thing, all back to forth, or with all my information. So I just go here, got the hacker's guide. I kind of tweaked it to my own writing and added stars because that's just kind of how my personality is to add little emojis and stuff. So I would go copy paste this, send that to them. Okay, I sent them all that stuff. I'm going to go back and add them to this column because I've sent them all that information. And then I always, at the end of that, say, let me know when you receive your samples. Most people are pretty good about it so far anyways, but so after they receive their samples, I'll put them in this section, receive samples. And then I know to follow up with them in a couple days after they've received their samples. So then, as you can see, I just keep moving them along the line here. Follow up, they want to order some, so we're talking about it, they ordered, and so forth. And sometimes, as you guys know, they're not always gonna, you don't have to do it in this order. Again, you don't have to do it how I do it. I'm sure as you go, you'll tweak it to your own, like this is just how my brain works and how I like to do it and how this process has been working. If they're interested in being a prover, I'd add them down here, so on and so forth, just so you can keep that pipeline going. And then some people might send them the campfire video and they just hop right into a 20-day order. So of course they're gonna go straight to that order to ordered ketones as a customer. So you might just hop them straight down to that. And then of course, I know I need to send them the hacker's guide, but they're in this ordered section. So it doesn't necessarily follow it all the way, but if you're doing it strategically in that sense, it's gonna kind of go down the pipeline here. And then I was gonna show you guys another awesome part. So I'm gonna move it. So hopefully I'm not going to show my people's names. Move it over here. Okay. I'm just doing that for privacy, but so I clicked on the watched video and discussing section. So that means we're going back and forth in conversation about talking about samples. Maybe they had some questions, everything like that. And I want to know, like, how long have they been in here? Who do I need to be following up with? Because I know, and maybe you guys do this too, I used to use like my Facebook Messenger as a follow-up guide where you're like going through your Facebook Messenger and trying to remember who you talked to last, and people get left off, you forget about people, and people just are busy and forget to respond back to you. So under this section, you can go up to like date added to stage, last message them, click the drop down, and then go to sort oldest to newest. So now I know all these people I talked to last and we're discussing it as of the 13th. So I definitely need to follow up with these people. The 18th, so on and so forth. So from there, I would just go over to their email if we're emailing, go to their Facebook if we're Facebooking, and just send them a follow-up message, however you guys talk. Like I would say, hey girl, did you get a chance to watch that campfire video? What did you think? Or if we were talking about something else, like, did you have any other further questions? Or let's get you started on a 5 or 10 day. Which one works best for you? Or something like that. Just send a quick follow-up message. Go down the pipeline here and see, and then just keep working your way down according to oldest to newest. So that's really awesome as far as following up, so you guys aren't letting these people sit there for months or so before following up with them. Okay, and then next, I was going to talk to you guys about how you can do mass messages. So I was telling Christina, when I switched over to Pruvit from my other company, I had a huge email list of people that have been following me, I've been working with for a long time with my other company, and I was just sharing them with them my transition, what I was doing now, everything like that. And so I did a huge mass email. On Gmail, you can send, at least under the free account like I have, 800 emails a day. So I sent 800 emails to my list, same message. I could even tweak it with their name in about 5 minutes to 800 people. So if you were to sit there and do that step by step and try to reach that many people or message them each one, obviously you'd never get through that. So I'll show you guys how to do that. You can send it to a specific stage. So you could send it to just these campfire video people. You can send it to just this stage, just them, or you can send it to your entire pipeline here. And that would be by clicking this whole section. So I'd click that. Move it over. I click that, then up here at the top, you just click this little mail messenger thing. Start mail merge with checked boxes. Click that. Okay, it extracted 89 emails from my customer pipeline. I'm going to continue. And then here, you can, whatever your subject's going to be, maybe there's a huge sale going on and there's 22% off ketones again. You want everyone to know that's in your customer list that's ordered, or, you know, that you have your emails for. Whatever your message is, you know, huge sale, don't want you to miss, etc. Or you had a great Facebook post. I used to do that a lot, just copy and paste it from my Facebook post. You can add a picture by going to insert photo, choose photos to upload. And here's like the one I sent when there was a sale last week. Once that loads, you can size it to whatever you want. And then continue typing. And then the cool thing about this is, just like any other kind of like word art or Microsoft Word, you can bold it, underline it, change the colors, background, get as fancy as you want with it. You can also customize, like I said, like, hey, leave it blank right there. Then I'm going to go to customize a template. Scroll down to the one right here that says name. And it's going to choose field name, meaning when you're back on your boxes here, it's going to use these names under your name category of your box. I mean, that's if you just really want to. I always did that because it's more personable if you have that, but that's just getting really in depth if you guys want to. You can also say you use kind of the same text when you're going back and forth with people, stuff like that. You can save it as snippets. So it'll literally save what you have. Create new snippet. I'm going to call this sale. I'll add it to my customer funnel, which is the one we're working on right now. Whatever you want to, the subject of it to be. Don't miss out. Whatever the subject of your email you want it to be. And then it's going to save this little snippet, and I would click done. That way, when I went to create a new email, all I'd have to do is click that snippet, click the new snippet, and you've seen it, just copy and pasted it right there, so you don't have to be making them all up. So that's just some of the like in-depth stuff you guys can do, but you would just type whatever you wanted and click send. You can also time it and send it later. Maybe you know something's going to be happening tomorrow or the next week or whatever. You can send that later. Or say you have the emails for these people that you need to follow up in 3 days. You know that they just got their sample today. So I know I could really type out to say Ashley got her sample today. I know in 3 days I want to follow up with her. Hey, Ashley, you know, how did days 1 through 3 go with the ketones? What benefits are you feeling, etc. And then I would just say, you know, I could customize it for 3 days from now. I'm going to send that on Sunday. Send later. Done. Now I can move her to that, and I already know I have the follow-up sent. So just super, super awesome things you can do within here. Let's see here. What else I got on my notes? Okay. So I think that's kind of my system. I know I like flew through that, but I wanted to just make sure I got through everything and not have you guys on here forever and a day. But I just, like I said, use the go and create these pipelines and kind of work them down there and whatever works best for you. So I'm going to open it up to questions if you guys have any. Just unmute yourself and ask questions. And I can show you guys my Pruvit pipeline too while I'm at it. Obviously, I just started a week ago, so I have just a handful of people under me right now, but once I get them started, and I'll add to this, but so as soon as I got them started, I made sure I sent out that Limitless Team Guide PDF, and then I added them to the Voxer group. I made sure they got set up on auto ship and cloud, everything like that set up so they can get their rewards and, you know, don't get missed out on that. And then they'll go to this currently in the Go challenge as soon as they hit their Go button. So I know who I need to work with closely to, you know, help them get to pro, get to MVP, all that stuff, who I should be focusing on, so to speak, and then so on and so forth. And obviously this will grow as I get more into my business, but that's just another pipeline that you create by clicking new here and then creating that pipeline and then moving them through that. So what questions can I help answer here? I'll leave this up too if you guys need to snap a picture or something. Let me see if I can blow it up. There, if you guys need a screenshot after we get off of here, but
hey, you typically do this through your computer, correct?
About 99% on my phone.
Really?
Yes. So
I'm just like, I feel like it's gonna be just crazy, like adding all of these people to, because like I like this idea, but I feel like it's gonna literally take me a week to add all the people that like that I have sent 10 days and all that too. But I like this method.
Yeah, definitely. And it might, I mean, kind of, obviously it's not taking me because I didn't have to go plug them back in because I'm doing it right now.
Right. That's smart.
This one's super easy, but you could like do it from here forward, or as you get more free time, go back, plug them in. And I think I can share my phone from here. So let me just try this. And
you have an iPhone?
I have an iPhone, yeah. So let me see if I can, I know I Googled it before I came on. So if I had time, I'm like, I want to show them how because I use the app. You don't have as many editing features in the app, but like I said, I'm on the go 90% of the time or in between patients, and I just use my app. So
is it just the Gmail app that you use?
Streak.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna try sharing it here.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's Christina. Sorry, I don't want to go on cam. I don't want to scare you. But I was saying, like, if I had the system 7 months ago, you guys, we could have already been legend. My biggest, the biggest thing that I've dropped the ball on the last 7 months in the business has been following up with people, because I know I've tried like 20 different systems, and if it's pen and paper, it's missing the next day. And, you know, that didn't work for me. I always forgot to update my Google spreadsheets. It was just, this is gold for me. I never knew this existed, and my jaw's literally on the floor. And I'm going to have to take like a week or two to plug everybody that I've talked to the last 7 months in, but it's going to save me so much time down the road. So I definitely think this is an amazing system. And yes, for those of us that haven't been using this, it's going to take us some time to plug everyone back in. But can you just imagine how much this is going to do for us in the future? It's incredible. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Yeah, seriously. I'm trying to see if
thank you.
I have to get a plug-in to share my screen, but maybe you guys can at least see it. So it's just a Streak app, STREAK, and just download, it's free. Once you're in it, you'll see, oh, of course, let me try to screen down. You'll see all of your pipelines, and then I'll just click on the funnel I was just in. So literally it's going to show your pipelines, and you can just scroll through them. You can kind of see the yellow, green as it moves through the different pipelines that I was just showing you guys on the computer. Same exact thing in the app. So for instance, as soon as I add them to the campfire, so right now I'm on the campfire one, and at the very bottom, put my stuff out here, at the very bottom of your app, there is a red plus button. So I just click that. And this is going to be creating a new box. So I would put the person's name. So when I'm on the go, I get a message from, I just keep using the same name. Ashley Smith messaged me. She wants some more info. I send her the campfire video. So I'm going to type Ashley Smith. Create. Okay, I'm going to go down to, then I just created a box for her. I'm going to go down to Ashley Smith. I'm going to click hers open. Here's the same things that were just on the Streak app. So notes, email, date added to stage, Facebook URL. So I just go to the date added to stage and click today's date. Now it's saved in my app, and that obviously saves onto the streak on my computer too. So I know I added her to that stage then. Same on the go, and like yesterday, I went to the post office, mailed a ton of samples. They were in my, I don't want to show names, paid for samples section. So I'm just going to go to that, and I'm just going to move them over to samples shipped. And you can easily do that by, so here's a person I had paid for samples that's waiting, and I would click their name. You can click, oops, I'm trying to do this slow. So under paid for samples, I'm getting this person's samples out. I'm at the post office. I click their name, and I just sent them. So I click on paid for samples up here, and that's going to show you what stages are available. So I'm just going to scroll down and put them in samples shipped and click done. Now they're in my samples shipped section. When I get home, I will scroll through that, or when I get more free time on my lunch break or something, I'll scroll through that and say, like, okay, I sent Emily samples. I need to get her the Hacker's Guide. I'm going to message her the Hacker's Guide on Facebook. I'm going to pop back into my Streak app, and I'm going to go back to her on samples shipped. I'm going to click here. I'm going to scroll down again into my sent Hacker's Guide and click done. Now I know she's on that stage. So same exact thing on your Streak on your phone, and you can plug it all in. So like I said, I work 90% from that app on my phone, and every once in a while I'll go on my computer to obviously go through my Facebook, because you can only go on Facebook Messenger. You can click that unread threads button, if you guys know, in the Messenger inbox, which is amazing because then you don't miss people either. But you can only do that on your computer. If you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I will show you, because it's a lifesaver. Otherwise, any other questions? I hope that makes sense. Like Christina said, it'll be take a ton of time to like go back and plug people in, but if you can just do it maybe as you're conversing with people now, and then when you get free time, plug them back in. It is, like I said, it works super well with my last business, and right now it's been, with everything starting with this new business, it's been amazing to just keep moving them down the pipeline and keep track when I'm on the go, versus I used to jot it on a notebook paper, and we know that gets lost and you don't follow up, and super easy. And yep, I'm recording it. So, and I believe I clicked record to, I don't know if I click record to cloud, record to computer. If I recorded it to my computer, I'll for sure upload it to the team page, or I'll upload it to my YouTube and send you guys a link for it too. So what other questions can I help you with? Nothing else. If you guys do have questions, just put it in like the team Voxer or under the team call host picture from the team Limitless group. That way, like, everyone probably will have the same questions, so I can answer it all there versus getting a bunch of inboxes and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope this was super helpful, and if you guys have questions at all, I love this stuff. I'm like an organized nerd about this stuff and everything, so this is kind of my sweet spot, so I love talking about it. So anything I can help with, I would be more than happy to. Christine, anything else, or we can get everyone off? That was 30 minutes. I'm pretty proud of myself. Maybe she's on, maybe not.
No, that was awesome. Oh my God, that was like so freaking well. Holy moly. Good job, girlfriend. Good job. I'm excited to get this call up, and because I know we have the Keto 101 right now, so a lot of people are on that, and I want everyone to see this. This is amazing. Like, I didn't know this existed. I'm so happy this exists. Like, this has been something that I've been waiting for like 7 months. So thank you so much.
This is awesome. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Sorry, like I said, I went through it so fast, but it's just so many in-depth little things you can learn, and it's been a process trying to find something that works, but this works amazing. So once you guys get it plugged in, it's going to help your guys' businesses just grow that much faster, and you guys aren't going to lose anybody because they'll be in those pipelines. You can just follow up and start getting your business off and running, and hopefully it continues for mine too. And yes, I will definitely get the recording up. So, and I absolutely suck at public speaking, so I apologize for that, but all right.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, everyone, go get everyone plugged in.
See you guys later.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.